What's up, you guys? Mike here. In today's video, I want to talk about something that people really aren't discussing right now in the midst of one of the hottest housing markets that we've ever seen, and that is rising rent. In fact, rents for single-family homes have seen the biggest spike in nearly 15 years. In fact, rents for single-family homes have gone up to the highest level that they've been in nearly 15 years. Newspapers across the country are telling people to prepare for rising rents. Rental rate growth is already approaching 5% higher than just a year ago. And with everything that's happened, starting now, there's been a large rental rebound. After months of moratoriums being lifted, landlords are eager to cash in on the rental increases. So I get it. If you own, you probably don't care about this video whatsoever. But I'm willing to bet that you know someone who does rent, probably several people. So maybe you could watch this video and pass this information on to them, or you could send them to my channel and tell them to click the like and subscribe button. Even better. So in this video today, we're going to talk about what's going on, what does this all mean, and what you can do about it going into the future. So with that, let's get into it. Part of the reasons why this is all happening is because increased prices for home ownership is forcing people out of the home ownership pool and forcing them back into the rental market. And this is happening to millions and millions of people, which is creating more demand for rentals, which is causing the prices to go upward. Another possible reason is rental inventory is at an extreme shortage right now. Just go out there and call a property manager for a rental that you see online. 9 times out of 10, the rental's already gone. And if it is available, they probably have 200 to 300 applications on it. Your chances of getting selected out of those 200 to 300 is, you probably have a better chance of winning the Powerball. But many things are causing this rental shortage, like increased restrictions, the increased price of materials, and the fact that from a developer standpoint, it's actually easier to build and sell than it is to build and rent. Another reason is high property values tend to push rents higher. This is because in order to make financial sense of renting out a home, there needs to be enough rental income coming in to justify the cost of home ownership. In some states, we're now seeing the expiration of the rental moratorium restrictions. Those renters that were in those protections are now faced with either eviction or non-renewal of lease or hefty rent increases. Another reason is the federal extension of rental moratorium in some states is still going on and is set to expire at the end of July 2021. This is further shrinking the rental supply in many cities across the country. All these factors put together create the perfect storm for a severe rental shortage, causing these rents to climb much higher as we finish out 2021 and go into 2022. So what can we do about it? I've done some brainstorming on this and I've came up with a couple practical options for you to try to save money if you have to rent and you cannot buy a home during this time period. First thing you can do is you could try to sign a long-term lease. This will benefit the landlord because he'll have a long-term lease with rental income coming in for 18 to 24 months. And this could benefit you because by signing such a long lease and guaranteeing him that rent coming in, you can try to barter for a better deal and get a reduced rental rate. Another idea is you can negotiate with your landlord. Look guys, closed mouths don't get fed. So if you can negotiate a better rental rate and maybe show them that you're a good quality tenant who takes care of the property, who doesn't cause a lot of repairs and damage, they may reduce your rent or give you a better lease terms. You're probably saying, Mike, they don't care, they just want their rent. But hey, it never hurts to ask. The worst they can say is no. Another thing you can do is look at the rental listings in your market every single day. The reason to do this is the smart landlords, when they have a vacancy come up, they will put their rental up for a reduced rate to get quality tenants and a lot of tenants, and they want to get that vacancy filled quickly. So sometimes you can get a place in a good area that's below market rate because that's a landlord who has several properties and he wants his properties occupied. Another way is to keep track on what's available in your market. Guys, there's new developments being put up and built all over the place. A lot of those places are large multifamily like apartment buildings and townhomes. So keep track of what's coming in your neighborhood in the inventory, and you can try to be one of the first ones to get an application in to that property management to get on a waiting list for a place. So when it opens, boom, they just run your credit and you have your app already completed and you get in. Look, it's no surprise. We need more affordable housing options in most cities across the US. And it just doesn't make economic sense for experienced developers to build large multifamily buildings and try to rent them out. They make more money if they sell and rinse and repeat with their money. And with this shortage of rental properties being built, this just drives the prices even higher. If you're a regular investor, you can continue to market for off-property deals, fix them up, and then rent them out. I made a previous video about that. It's called the BRRRR strategy. So check those links in the description below. The challenge with this strategy is that there's a lot of investors competing in this space. Now, while anything is possible, there is strong data to suggest that this trend is continuing and going to ramp up even more into 2022 and 2023. So if you're hoping for rent relief, I got bad news for you guys. It's probably not going to come anytime soon. So if you are renting and will be renting, I hope this video gave you some tips to try to get prepared for it and to best take advantage of an unfriendly situation. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be posting here every week, and I will see you guys on the next one.